Alright, welcome to number 3. I uninstalled the Iron Sights mod and I uninstalled the Fallout Reanimated mod. So hopefully there's no more super ridiculous nonsense as I'm getting assaulted by the Talon Company mercs here, who I do not want to pick a fight with at this level. I turned in the quest after I finished looting the houses in the minefield. I turned in that quest to Moira Brown, and that wrapped up Chapter 1 of the Wasteland Survival Guide. So I sold her a bit of my loot, mostly just frag mines. Don't think I bought anything. Probably a bit of ammo. And then, oh, son of a gun. Okay, so these guys are fighting centaurs. Let's go ahead and try to wipe these guys out while I got some help. Ah, gosh, there's 2 of them. Okay, there's that one down. And then, I think this freak show might, yeah, hit me with some goop. Getting gooped. Okay, cool. And he's not feeling it. He's just waiting it out, hoping that, these freaks rather finish me off. Where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I sold stuff, bought a bit of ammo, and now this is the start of Chapter 2 of the Wasteland Survival Guide, where I have to go to the tepid sewers to beat up some mole rats. Is that a Mirelurk right there? They look so much different in Fallout 4. Not used to this model. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a quick save there, because Mirelurks have been known to do me dirty before on early levels. Anyways, yeah, after uninstalling those mods, I was hoping, like, you know, maybe there's less of crashes now, but I think really that's going to get rid of a little bit of the nonsense that's been going on with, like, the people's bodies flipping out when they're aiming and all that crap. Because, after my game crashed yesterday, I was obviously in the middle of looting the one house. And then, I reloaded the save, finished looting that house, and then I started looting another house, and, when I looted that house, I opened an oven door, and that made my game crash again. So, even with, and I gotta get this repellent stick hotkeyed here, that's probably a decent idea. But yeah, obviously issues are not resolved, so if it happens again today, any crashes, then I might go ahead and uninstall the ENB, because I ended up doing a bit of research. I went into the Fallout, because I remember for Fallout New Vegas there's a mod, like New Vegas Anti-Crash or something like that. So I wanted to see if there was like a Fallout 3 anti-crash mod that fixed some of the common bugs with the game or whatever, just made it a bit more stable. Especially hoping that maybe there was something that made it more stable for Windows 7 and on, since I'm on Windows 10 right now. But I found one page that talked about, it was a mod page, but there was no mod. Instead it just told you, like, here's a few fixes about how to get it running, because Fallout is built to only address 2 cores. So if you have anything more than a dual core processor, you'll run into some troubles. And because I have a hex core, obviously, I ran into some issues, so I decided to go ahead and follow this fix. And it was 2 steps. It was to change 2 items in the Fallout INI. But, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, I guess, in a way, and unfortunately in another way, those fixes were already there. So, obviously, my crashes are occurring for another reason. It's not occurring for, you know, what I read on this mod page where it's saying, oh, if you have more than 2 cores, you're going to have issues. It wasn't for that reason, it's for something else. And I'm pretty sure the Fallout 3 Unofficial Patch is what applied that fix to the Fallout INI file, because I doubt it would be like that by default unless it was a really old mod page and Bethesda's like since updated it, but I just doubt that. Yeah, so no luck there. So if it continues, my next step is going to be to disable the ENB, because I still think that it's this maybe a CPU. It's either a CPU or a RAM thing. It's either that the game is going over its CPU limit or it's going over its RAM limit. So CPU would probably be because of the ENB, but it crashed when I opened a stove. So part of me thinks it's like a memory issue. I don't know. I'll just have to experiment. So I think if it keeps happening and it annoys me enough, then yep, disabling this ENB will be step one. If that doesn't work, removing the NMC texture pack, since that's, you know, what's making this game look a lot better than it's normally used to, will be the next step. And then hopefully I wouldn't have to go any further. I'd probably rather have the textures over the ENB, but I can't really say for sure, because I think the ENB is like exponentially improved if you also have the texture pack. It doesn't look as like, wow, this game looks great if you don't already have the texture packs out of the get-go. Because all it's doing is changing the lighting. But coming up on some landmines here. This tunnel is going to be full of raiders, and that's no good. So let's go ahead and 8 up. I don't think, I can't recall off the top of my head if there's any whatchamacallits down here, any sinks. So I'm gonna drop a save in case I explode my legs off. And then yep, there's also that guy. Ooh, wow. Rock salt. My man. And there's our first combat shotgun. I actually think there's also another raider back there who has a combat shotgun. Or maybe it's just laying on the ground. But I feel like there are 2 up here. Not remembering. Ugh. 100%. Sometimes the controls are a little finicky and I'll start walking into a landmine and the character kind of shakes, and all of a sudden I'm not looking at the landmine, I'm mashing E trying to save myself. And I die. I feel like landmines are probably my #1 death in this game in history. Like I would just accidentally step on one, like I actually did last time. I always do that. Or I'll be too like aggressive with it. I'll be like, oh, look at that landmine over here. I got plenty of time to get away from it. I do not know what that ticking is, but that worries me. It almost sounds like a grenade falling, and I hear footsteps on the other side of this wall. I think those are actually Molerat footsteps. I should definitely be hotkeys this hunting rifle. It's going to be one of my go-to weapons for a while. Was it anything on 4 yet? Nope. Hunting rifle, you're on 4. And I hear gross sounds, so I think, yep. I already hear them disgusting sounds. You know, mole rats around. What's that? 8 right there? Oh no, that is... Oh, 7. I was thinking I needed 10 for some reason. I always feel like when I'm coming through these tunnels that I end up cutting it close, because I think there is a chance that some of the raiders will actually take your kills on those mole rats. And is it them doing a ton of damage to me, or am I just... that raider do it? I don't even know. I'll let him try to handle that. Okay. That's right. Let's go ahead and be a punk. Come at me, bro. Ah! Oh, he does have a combat shotgun. I was right about something. It looked to me from that distance that he had a hunting rifle, but yeah, it was doing a lot of damage. I was surprised about that. No, level up right there. That's awesome. What do I need? This game is way too loud in my ears. Whenever the game's super loud in my ears, then I feel like I'm quiet and you can't hear me. But whatever. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Huh? Where's science? I feel like I should get that up. Oh, it is at 25 already? Okay. More damage the merrier, I guess. Could drop that at 65 and actually need repair up as well. Toughness, lead belly, gunslinger, fortune finder, bloody mess. Where's the comprehension? That's what I'm looking for. 1 additional skill point every time a book is read. So now I can free up some inventory space. Grognak the Barbarian, Pugilism Illustrated. I thought I had another one. Yep, Tales of a Junktown Tricky Vendor. And once again, dropping the save because I'm super worried about crashes. And there's no real, like, auto-saves going through any doors in this area. So, I don't want to have to play through all this again, because then that pretty much means I'm redoing the entire video. And I'm 11 minutes in. Paint gun, scrap metal. Paint gun. Rags. Once I get to Rivet City, I can really make some coin with all these nades and, landmines that I have. Frag mines, rather. Looking forward to that. I think that might be my next stop. I was thinking because Tepid Sewers is right beside the tunnel to get to Galaxy News Radio, so I was thinking that would be my second stop, but I might just book it to Rivet City so I have access to 2 markets, because one thing that there is in this game is an incredible lack of places to sell your crap, I feel like. And so often, like when I'm running through this game, I'll just be like, you know what, dude, like I'm gonna sleep 3 days and then go back to Rivet City and then sleep 3 days and go back to Megaton and just back and forth, and it's annoying. So yeah, I don't know. Vendors suck in this game. That'd honestly be a decent mod to install, like more vendors have more caps. I'm sure that's the thing. But whatever, I'll make it through. It's all good. You kind of get to a critical point where you have a few decent guns and then you only really need ammo for like 2 weapons and you can just start to sell your other crap. The end game weapons are probably going to be like the Lincoln's Repeater. The railway rifle is going to help. Right, that's one thing I forgot to mention. When my game crashed yesterday and I reloaded the save and whatchamacallit, the minefield, I just mentioned, I said like, oh, north of the minefield in that little whatchamacallit thing, like you pass this little power plant or whatever. I was thinking, you know what, I'm pretty sure there's schematics back there for the shish kebab. I was right about the schematics, I was wrong about the shish kebab. There was schematics for the railway rifle. So now I have 1 set of schematics for that. And yep, that's going to be another gun that I use. The dart gun is pretty good too. Mostly the dart gun for this character since I'm using this stupid jacket. And I can't really take a hit from a Deathclaw. That'll be used for crippling Deathclaw legs. And like Yao Guai, so I can steer clear of them if I'm not sneak attack criticalling them. There's no Deathclaw belly in this game to get insta-kills on. And if you exit this way to Georgetown, there's lots of super mutants. And they have assault rifles. Chinese assault rifles, I think. So they're kind of stacked. There might even be like a super mutant brute out there. And at this level, I don't even want to sneak around with no stimpaks and crap armor. Not even going to risk it. Usually I do go out that way because it's... If you can take them all out, you get a fairly decent chunk of supplies fairly early on. Since this is one of the earlier quests I like to get done, the Wasteland Survival Guide. It's kind of a nice thing to get out of the way. But once again, dropping the saves. About to enter combat here, so... Don't want to replay all the looting that I just did. Okay, is this another combat shoddy? Yep it is, yep it is. Please have one of these crits. Otherwise I'm so dead. I won't be able to backpedal fast enough. Okay. I'm so used to pressing tab to exit VATS. Okay, and I need to get that combat shotty on. I hope she does not pick up the other one. Oh my gosh, yeah, that better be a 55 experiencer. I think that's the two of them. I was wondering why she was not dying. And at the end of that, I was like, is this thing terrible right now? Or is she a higher level? Higher level is the answer. So thank the Lord I made it out of that one. That would have sucked. That would have been super lame death. Did forget about that, but now that I played it, it's totally like, oh yeah, I forgot that one of those ones was really strong. I'm liking this game more than I thought I would so far. I thought it would be like a grind, but I don't know. I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy again, and I'll continue to play Mass Effect 2 after this, but I might be enjoying playing this more than I'm playing Mass Effect right now, because really I just want to get to Mass Effect 3. Like, the gameplay is so much fun in Mass Effect 3, and don't get me wrong, like the story in Mass Effect 2 is really fun, but I've been listening to like podcasts and stuff recently while playing Mass Effect, and since it's so story driven, I've been skipping a lot of the dialogue. I mean, you know, I already know it, I get the story, but it's still fun to experience again. I'll definitely be going back to The Witcher sometime too, but I don't think that'll be for a while, because after I beat this, which will probably be before February, assuming I get a lot of playing done on the weekends, after I beat this, I'll go back to Mass Effect, finish that off, and then, oh, look at that, I missed one. What was I talking about? Mass Effect, finish that. And then the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild comes out on the Nintendo Switch on March 3rd. So hopefully I can get a Nintendo Switch, because supposedly they're like totally pre-ordered everywhere. I'm not sure if they're even available on Amazon yet, because I remember when the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition came out, I wanted to get one of those just as like a purely like cool thing to collect. Wow, it's dark. Here, let's repair some of these. And what else? How much can I do? 16? I guess that's worth it. Laser pistol will definitely be worth it. Hunting rifle, don't think I'm gonna get much out of that. This is one thing you don't do in Fallout 4. Repairing crap. Yeah. On it just says currently unavailable on Amazon.ca, and I remember I think that's what it said when the Pip-Boy came out. So I don't know if they're already pre-ordered on Amazon.ca, or if they haven't even, you know, gone up for pre-order yet. So I like hit the checkbox to you know, notify me when it's available, but I will not be counting on that, because it didn't work for Fallout 4. My friend actually phoned me when it became available. I was sleeping when he phoned me, so I woke up in the middle of the afternoon because I was asleep during the day, working nights, and
what have you got?
Yeah, ended up pre-ordering that, and really want to get a Switch because I want to be uploading Legend of Zelda videos day one. My Twilight Princess Let's Play is, I think, my best video series. In terms of the views it's gotten. I think it's probably my second favorite Let's Play of mine, honestly. It's hard to say. I really like Buffy. I really thought my Witcher 3 one was good. I just really want to show off that game to anyone. I was mostly showing it off to one friend. I think he's watched like half of them. I don't know if he'll finish it. He watched most of my New Vegas one and didn't finish that either. Because when I came to the DLC, he stopped watching because he wanted to play the DLC for himself and never got around to it. So.
Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working.
I just really want to be uploading that stuff day one because I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and there's so many people who play Legend of Zelda, and if it's going to be a launch title on the Switch, there are going to be so many people who get it like, oh, what's this cool game? And then they're just dumb and they suck. That's kind of what I did for Fallout 4. I mean, that's what most of my channel's based off of, like the first 1,500 subs. It's just people who needed Fallout 4 help, pretty much. Not so sure about testing this stuff. I tested the Molerat Repellent extensively.
Oh, excellent.
Yada yada.
So, how did my chemical repellent?
Safe and clean. It's explosive whack-a-mole rat. Can I get it in bullet form for people?
That's horrible. You're horrible. Oh, this thing is horrible. Everything's horrible. Oh.
Does her shirt have paint on it, or
That
those
much
like holes,
testing,
or can you see
I guess
through
it's
it?
beyond correction. Oh, go ahead and keep it. Maybe you can find a nicer use for it, but I doubt it. Oh, but for your trouble, here, have the leftover chems from working on the repellent. I'm sure you can find some use for them.
You know what would have been cool? If in Fallout 4, one of the Wasteland Survival Guide mods, pardon me, one of the Wasteland Survival Guide magazines you found, unlocked the Molerat Repellent, craftable item. So you could take like a tire iron and then, you know, have it be a 2-hit. That'd be cool. Come on, Bethesda. More research in the second chapter. So this one's about Mirelurks, and I'm gonna accept it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Basically, every time I do this one, I just run. I gun it, and I don't even fight a single Mirelurk in there. That's actually the bonus objective, is to not kill any of them. But regardless of that, they're spooky, and I don't like hanging out with them. So 21 minutes. I think if I fast travel back to the tepid sewers, I could make it to Rivet City. So let's go ahead and do that. Riverboat landing, and let's go drop my marker right there. What am I doing? I'm going south. Yep. Dukov's place. Look at that. Go talk to Dukov right now, but don't want to. We can talk to him later when I do the quest for, well, maybe I won't do it. The quest for the T-51B power armor, which I'm not even going to be using anyway, and I'm not going to be using a companion to use it for me, so I guess in that way it's pointless. Looks like I'm going to need some range here. I'm coming across this is a raider camp or a mutant camp? I can't remember. I just saw the guy move behind cover over there. And danger. Somebody knows I'm here. Raider. God, VAT's accuracy sucks. Oh, wow. It's a baby-ass raider. Ah! Stop reloading, you asshole! Gross. I'm not used to the looting still. I think it's still one over there. Or where's the one that I, like, pretty much destroyed? Maybe he's hiding behind the cover over here. Maybe he ran. Oh, there he is. Nice, a 10 mil, a bit of ammo. I'm out of that. Right away. Oh, duck and cover. Nice, nice. Whiskey, whiskey. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, do, boo, boo, do, boo, boo. Ew, more, or pardon me, rat roach meat. Looks a lot more gross when you see it up close and personal. Mirelurk meat, blech, a big claw. Disgusting. Fancy lad, lawnmower blade. I guess I gotta take these and them's. Oh, what's that quest? There's a quest you can get a ton of purified water. I think it's a broken steel quest. near the Museum of History. I gotta try to remember what that one is and how to activate it, because I remember it's a ghoul. It starts out with a ghoul. Maybe you have to start Broken Steel to get it. Oh no, you have to beat the game to get it. Yes, right. It is a Broken Steel quest because it only appears after you beat the game and do the stuff with the purifier. That's what happens. That's what's up. Anyways, let's go ahead and steal some sleep for a quick heal. And I don't think there's any enemies around, so I'm going to go ahead and sprint just to speed things up here. Make time fly a little bit faster. Oh, this is a trader. Scavenger, I think. See if we got anything special to steal. Easy. Wait, am I still hidden? Yep. How does this guy already know about me? I'm like his main topic. I almost don't like him ever. I wish he wouldn't talk about you on the radio. I'd prefer that in this game. It makes it a little bit better. You got anything for sale, bruh? Oh my gosh, not really. Let's take those and then let's get rid of some of these frag mines. Here, let me see if I can do math. Oops. Oh no, too short. Didn't account for the extra money that I got for buying the ammo. But even then, I would have been wrong. Gotta work my mental math, man. Ew. Well, you can't see me, son. I'm seen up in this. Medics. See if I can't sneak in a... Ooh, got a trash bin loot. Classic trash bin loot. Oh, the carton of cigs, I always take those. 2 weight and you get 50. It's nuts. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I will take that radiation poisoning to get away from that goddamn super mutant with a minigun, dude. As you get close to Rivet City, there's a couple areas with quite a bit of super mutants that I just do not deal with. Honestly, my way to get to Rivet City is usually just the river. I usually stick to that. Because I think there's also another one over there. Yep. Apologies. Pirate Pelly, boats and bait, rentals, worms, ice cream, and talking parrots. I do not remember what is in here, so let me find out, of course. Mannequin, nice. A refrigerator. Bit of pre-war money. I was thinking these videos were not gonna be too big to upload because the first one was 7.8 gigs, and I was like, cool, because you know it's like it's gonna be a bigger file. Like the lighting in The Witcher 3 and all that is what makes it so much bigger files. But even then, I'd really like to find out. Like, I'd like to maybe go back and... This is weird. Just kind of do, like, a bit of a quick analysis on some of my videos. What is that noise? That was weird. So, when you sprint in water, a weird noise happens. I'll keep that in mind. What the hell was I talking about? My mind's all over the place. Sprinting mods. File size. Yeah. The file size for some of my stuff and more mutants. as I keep misremembering the exact placing of some of these places. But yeah, like some of them were like 30 minutes long, and you know, it'd be 8 gigs, and some of them are 32 minutes long, and it'd be 16. Like I think the biggest one is 26 minute or 26.5 gigs, and it's an hour long, an hour and 2 minutes and like 30 seconds. And I have one that's an hour and 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's like half the size. And I think the number one reason is if you play when it's like nighttime outside in the game, then it's a lot easier to or it's a lot less on the file size because there's not as much lighting, and files are compressed better if there's a lot of darks, because then it doesn't really have to store anything, if you get what I mean. Black is the absence of color, so when it's away, you know, when you're transferring that into what a file is, then it's like the absence of information. So when you get a lot of dark colors, typically the files are
State your business in
smaller
Rivet City.
recording size. Looking for my father.
And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him.
Shut up, synth.
Oh yeah? And I'm a fairy princess. You keep up this smart-ass attitude, and you're gonna wind up floating face down in the river.
He disappeared, and I'm trying to find him. That's all.
All right, all right. You can go on in. If I hear about any trouble, you're gonna wind up in the river. You get me?
Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
I didn't.
Yeah, Bell's going to have to replace some tables.
This door looks pretty nice. Nice textures. Anyways, this is Rivet City, and this is Flak and Shrapnel, the OG Mick and Ralph.
If you want the
Shrapnel,
gun, you
Flak.
come. They call me Shrapnel. I run this place. Got the best damn armament you'll ever see.
Man, I love guns. Nothing's better than the kick of a 44. Why would my character be saying this when I haven't used one of those yet? Thinking of buying some ordnance.
What you looking for?
Alrighty. Ooh, juice. Some of thems, some of these, some of those. Pick up any? Nope, I didn't. Well, meh. I guess that's good enough. Let's see what if he has any weapons that are of interest to me. A Chinese AR, Fatman Flamer, frags, hunting rifle, silence 10. Nah, not right now. I'm good with the ammo that I just got from this fool.
Another satisfying.
So I'm gonna say go ahead and time for me to go.
For a reason.
And these things are worth stealing, but just not right now. They'll break and I don't have any repairs for them. So maybe sometime later I'll go ahead and grab them. And plus I don't have the best repair skill. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a video there. I'm not sure what I'm going to be back with next time. I have to make something up. Maybe Mirelurks, maybe more of the Wasteland Survival Guide. Maybe a side quest or a main quest. Maybe Galaxy News Radio. I don't know. Anyways. Likes, comments, always appreciated. Until next time, bye for now.